let's get some girls up here, please. Hey, yo, can you move out the way? I want to give you a proper introduction. Go get some girls. Go get some. Matter of fact, while the girls come, hey, yo, no, check this out. No homo. Come here, man. I see this is what I'm going to do.
I just got hard.
This is what I'm going to do, because I think they never been to a Diddy party. If you're not dancing,
I just got hard.
Then you got to go.
If your name ain't Sean Combs, you got to take your hat off. If your name ain't Sean Combs and you're a male, you got to take your hat off. It's a little bit disrespectful to be in my house with your hat on, okay?
Rumors of Diddy's parties have swept the media, with top celebrity stars describing it as phenomenal and others describing it as not your regular party. From Jamie Foxx revealing the exclusivity of such parties to Usher distancing himself from ever attending these parties, Diddy's party has remained somewhat of a mystery that everyone wants to experience. However, it seems Kelvin Hart's recent revelation might give fans a glimpse of what really goes down at these parties. From restricting rules to having questionable figures at these parties, the rumors of Diddy's legendary parties seem to be true. Diddy's party has been known to host some of the most iconic names in Hollywood, so it comes as no surprise that Kelvin Hart has been a guest to many of Diddy's parties. The pair have been pretty close over the years, but it seems Diddy took things a little further in his parties. In a recent footage from Diddy's party, the duo are seen hosting the show with Diddy, instructing his guests not to wear a hat in his party. Well, that was not all, as he also decided to get his son involved in the wild party.
Nice can do with the good hair. That's just
One of them.
Shouts out to Lil Diddy 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Diddy's sons who look nothing like him.
However, Kelvin Hart took the party to another level with his jokes and humor, and before long, Kelvin Hart was pictured in the bathroom with several women. While this was not surprising for a party, P. Diddy's party has been known to have more things going on than you had imagined. These rumors sure gained grounds when his former prodigy narrated his experience. Usher broke his silence on the matter when he was asked about his romantic life. He talked rather freely until it reached his time staying with P. Diddy. Usher became surprisingly restrained. Usher was Diddy's former protege. He broke his silence on how he was sent to live with P. Diddy when he was 14 years old. "I moved to New York City and lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year. That's the crazy thing now, that was L.A. Reid's idea. He said, we're sending you over to something called Puffy Favor Camp. There you go to learn something. Yeah, that's what it was called, and you're going to go to Puff Daddy. He's here in the 90s, do you understand what that's like?"
Moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
At the camp, Usher admitted that he saw a lot of wild stuff despite being too young to even process what was going on. But it was strange how Usher failed to say what exactly the purpose of Puffy's Favor Camp was. However, he said he was paid to stay awake all night with Diddy and the adults.
Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really.
Come on.
But it seems whatever went down at these camps, Usher would not like anything to do with them again. Another celebrity to speak out about the nature of Diddy's party was Jamie Foxx. Foxx came around to expose more during a late-night hot seat interview with Stephen Colbert. There, he talked about his relationship with Diddy, saying that he was a videographer at one of Diddy's parties and was able to strike a friendship with the music star. Jamie Foxx claimed he once filmed some of Diddy's wildest parties and later heard that the rapper threw these parties for around $1 million.
Yes, but it's gonna make sense. I would hang out and watch him throw parties.
Sure, he famously threw his white party
Bro,
out.
he would throw a party. One point, I went to Philly, followed him all the way to Philly. He threw a party, and he said, "Yo, Playboy, this party costs $1.5 million."
I said, "Puff, I will throw you a party for $400 that will rival this party," Jamie said.
And I said, "Puff, I'll throw you a party for $400. That will rival this party." And he got pissed at me. He said, "Yo, don't play with me. You know I am, man."
Jamie recalled that Diddy was a bit offended at first, but eventually went along with it the next time he was in Los Angeles. He called and said, "Yo, Playboy, I'm in town. Make it happen." So I said, "Cool," he said.
Well, he called like Saturday morning. "Yo, Playboy, I'm in town. Make it happen." I said, "Cool." So I went into my little phones, called about 200 of the coolest people.
According to Jamie, he had it planned out and went on to invite 200 of the coolest people he knew before Diddy finally arrived. I said, "Puff, look over there on the dinner table. I got Kentucky Fried Chicken. I put it on a nice plate and I got Coca-Cola. I put it in a pitcher. We are at $208 and we are killing it right now," he said.
And I said, "Yeah, but Puff, look over there on the dinner table. I got Kentucky Fried Chicken. I put it in a nice plate. I said, I got Coca-Cola. I put it in a pitcher. We're at $208 and we are killing it right now."
Jamie also named stars in the music industry that attended these parties. This included music stars like Missy Elliott and Jay-Z. However, it seems Diddy is having more problems than just his extravagant parties. His personal life and unconventional character has been the topic of many rumors recently. In a recent court filing in Manhattan, his former partner Cassie alleged that Diddy induced her into a flashy, high-speed lifestyle, eventually leading to a romantic relationship. This all began in 2005, when the duo first met. At that time, Cassie was just 19 years old, and Diddy was 37 years old. According to the lawsuit, Diddy used his position to exploit the young singer by signing her to Bad Boy Records at the age of 19. By signing her to the record label, Diddy had Cassie under his thumb, which was why she couldn't refuse when Diddy asked her out in 2007 out of fear of retaliation. These allegations were corroborated by Cassie's personal assistant, who actually witnessed this happening while he was working for her. "It's all true. I seen it with my own eyes as her personal assistant. It was sad to watch, but I'm happy she is good now and speaking out." In order to hide the consequences of these beatings from the outside world, Diddy allegedly kept Cassie isolated in hotels for days while her bruises heal. However, Diddy and his team decided to settle out of court after the story gained momentum, as they knew it was going to hurt his already dwindling reputation. But another close source to Diddy has revealed more damning details about the case. According to Gene Deal, a former bodyguard of Diddy, there were significant details about Diddy's alleged actions, especially the freak-offs, that were not included in the lawsuit. Gene suggests that significant portions of the lawsuit were censored due to negotiations between Cassie's and Diddy's lawyers. Gene claimed that the lawsuit was heavily edited and that the redacted portions contain information that could be more damaging to Diddy's reputation. He suggested that the allegations made in the lawsuit were only a small part of a much larger story, and that the full extent of Diddy's actions had not been made public. Despite the lawsuit carrying a trigger warning, it allegedly only scratched the surface. The accusations against Diddy included actions such as blowing up someone's car, causing physical harm to Cassie multiple times, coercion into carrying firearms, among others.
That's his wife. He didn't see. Cassie can't say anything because he made her sign a NDA, a non-disclosure. But she can whisper things in her husband's ear. And some of the stuff that she's probably saw had to go through with dude, her husband just speaking on it.
But the shocking part of the Gene Deal revelation was yet to come. He suggested that Diddy might have been involved intimately, possibly with the male performers. He recounted an instance when Cassie confided in a friend, despite being on a non-disclosure agreement at the time. According to Gene, Cassie allegedly revealed that on one occasion, she walked in on Diddy and another man on his yacht. This was the same yacht Diddy was believed to have been with Kim during an incident where she was reportedly harassed.
A lot of people going to be coming out the woodwork, charging these guys who did things like she said that they did way back when. Now,
this disturbing claim bears some resemblance to an incident described by Jaguar Wright. She claimed that a female lawyer at Diddy's record label entered his office to get a document signed, only to find Christopher Williams going down on Diddy. Gene alleged that many artists and executives in Hollywood were aware of Diddy's secretive lifestyle, but pretended not to know. He said this was possibly due to their own secrets or fear of repercussions from exposing him.
There's only so far he's going to go himself. So now, you know, he's going to come at you hard, try to play it off.
And it seems they have many reasons to fear because, according to Jaguar Wright, anyone attempting to expose Diddy through a tell-all book has faced mysterious deaths or other dire consequences. She cited Kim Porter, Andre Harrell, and Heavy D. L.B. Shaw, who managed to avoid a fatal outcome but fell into a coma as examples. Jaguar implied that the pattern of unfortunate events at Uptown Records while Diddy remained unharmed raises suspicions, making people hesitant to reveal details about Diddy's secret activities.
Andre was writing a book right before he died. Heavy D was working on a book before he died. Kim Porter was working on a book before she died.
Now, while more of what goes down at Diddy's parties have been revealed, it seems there is still more to the music mogul than we know. We will sit still and observe how things will unfold as time goes on.